Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Teacher Daniel. I want to believe that you're in good health and that you're complying with the protocols that have been set by the government following the breakout of the COVID-19 pandemic. My role and task today is going to be a very simple one. I want to believe that most of us are familiar with the Visa Oshwal Academic Sunspace. The teachers must have given the pupils the login details. But there are some of us who have challenges in logging into the system and accessing the class. So I have the pleasure to take you through the process that you shall use to make you log into the Visa Oshwal Academic Sunspace and access your teacher's content. To log into Visa Oshwal Academic Sunspace, you will click on the URL or the address, and at the address, you will type our domain name. Our domain name is visaoshwal.co.ke. Then you press enter. When you do that, it should be able to log you to the site, the website where our academic Sunspace is hosted. That is Visa Oshwal Academic Sunspace. As you can see here, we are already logged into Visa Oshwal Academic Sunspace. When I point at the left where I'm pointing at here, you can see you are not logged in, but you can see in bracket log in. That is where you click on when you want to log in. But before we click on to log in, I want to take you on a small tour of what Visa Oshwal Academic Sunspace have on the front page. When you scroll down, you will see the write-up Visa Oshwal Academic Sunspace. Then you see the site written announcement. At this site written announcement, where I'm pointing at, there's what we see the flash news. At the flash news, you can always get the latest news of what is happening in the school and catch up with us. For example, now we have a news on the current newsletter. For when you see click here to download the current newsletter, when you click at that place, you should be able to download our current newsletter that is dated 30th of July 2020 on a PDF and print it out so that you can read it offline. So for us down there, then you have the message of the principal, and then there's a link here that allows the parent to be able to send their details and the details of their children. Then later on, we can be able to peg the account of the child with the parent so that they can be monitoring what the child is doing online. But to get to the point which has brought me in today is actually to show you how you can be able to log successfully into Visa Oshwal Academic Sunspace. We have created, managed to create new usernames and password, which do not require you actually to make any change, because most of us had a lot of challenges in making changes to the password that are being given. We are all going to log in using different usernames, but our password will be a universal password. Welcome, W with capital, the other characters should be in small letters, 1 and then exclamation mark. Our password will be welcome, W in capital, the other letters in small letters, then numeric 1 and a special character, exclamation mark. But our usernames will differ from one individual to another. I have already dispatched the usernames with the respective class teachers. I want to believe that some of you have already received the username, but some of you who have not received, please consult your class teachers and you should be able to receive your username. So to log into the Visa Oshwal Academic Sunspace, I am going to use a dummy data of a student named Rosemary. Her password, that is the password, will be the same, welcome, 1 exclamation mark. But her username will start with her class and then admission number. And the same appears for all the pupils in the school. Your username starts with your class and then admission number. The username is always in small letters. So you make sure you have a number, like Rosemary belongs to 8L and then the admission number. So L will be in small letters. So for me to log into the class, Rosemary belongs to 8L, I'll come at this particular point here where it's written login. I'll click on login, and then as soon as the system opens up, it has already opened up. There's this place here which is supposed to have a username. It has a blank written username. So where it's written username, I am now a student. My name is Rosemary Lubebe. So I want to log into the system. So I am going to use my class. My class, I belong to 8L. So my class is 8L. And then my username is 99999. So my username is 99999, which is my admission number, and I believe that you already have your username given by your teacher, or if you don't have it, you request the username from the teacher, because the username now becomes a unique identity because we are all using the same password. It's only the username that now will differ. So if I come to the password, we all use the same password, welcome, one exclamation mark. As you type the password, you may not be able to see the password. If you are using your own gadget, you can say remember the password, but if you are sharing the gadget with some strangers, then you disable that so that your password doesn't remain in someone's digital device. So once I do that, I will just come here and log in. So when I click on log in, it logs me into the class. Sorry, let me just see what I've not done right. You must make sure that the passwords are user sensitive. Use what is in capital must be in capital, and what is in small letters must appear in small letters. So I have managed to log in. I did not manage to log in the first time because probably I mixed my characters when I was entering the password. Password and usernames are case sensitive. By case sensitive, I mean what is in small letters must appear in small letters, and what is in capital must appear in capital. By the way, username must be in small letters. Apart from where you have the numeric, the letters must be in small letters. While the password, as I said, the format is W must be in capital, the other letters small letters, then number one, then exclamation mark. That will be able to log in. Make sure you guard your username jealously because that is the only unique identity since we are all using a universal password to log into our classes. So I've already logged in as Rosemary, and in the dashboard there, when I close there in the dashboard, Rosemary has been enrolled in a class for grade 8 mathematics. So Rosemary want to access the content. That is, if you want to access now your content, I'm already logged in as Rosemary. I click on her account, which is in grade 8 mathematics, because I want to access contents in mathematics. So when I click on grade 8 mathematics, it now brings me to this particular wall where there are so many that have been put in this class 8 revision exercises. And scroll down. As I scroll down, what I want to do is maybe to listen to one of my lessons that the teacher has given. I will listen to this lesson on profit and loss by Mr. Joroge. So when I click on the icon that has the page where Mr. Joroge is presenting profit and loss, it will be able to log me to this particular page, which has the video. Now, video sometimes takes time because it needs memory, and at the same time, you need to have, it depends on the speed of your internet connectivity. So this particular video has already been logged into, and I can be able to play it from my device. So that is how you access content. Now it might take some time. When you see this rolling round and round, it means that the content is being loaded into your memory so that you can be able to use it. And that depends on the memory of the device that you have, depending on the speed of your device. So as that one logs in, let's give it 1 or 2 minutes. So it's already logged in. and the video now is playing. So Mr. Joroge now is, and if you have this video on your gadget, you now be able to follow up your class. Now, apart from just this content, there are some of us who might be wanting to be able to look at the contents in terms of your teacher has given you a quiz to do. You still come and look for the quiz. Now, there's a difference between a page and a quiz. Like what we looked was a page. When you see a page, it's just a paper without anything. But when you see these papers here that are marked, where paper with a tick, that means those are tests. And these tests in this particular Sunspace, they automark themselves. For example, you want to take a test in this paper here, which is this Oshwal July series mathematics. This test is actually protected. It means that when you click on it, it will ask you for a password to open up, because we don't just want anybody to click on the test and do it, and maybe it is timed and it has to be graded. So for you to do this particular test, you double click on this icon, and I said for a test, you must see the paper with a tick. So I'll come and double click on this icon, which is for signal exam for class 8. When I click on this particular icon, it opens up, and then you come and see attempt quiz. So when you click on attempt quiz, you click on attempt quiz here. It asks me for the password, because not anybody can do this test until your teacher gives you the password. It is a timed test that has to be programmed, so it has to be done at the same time so that we don't consult or copy. And the Sunspace has actually what we call a timer. So this test is to be timed for 2 hours. When the 2 hours elapse, then the test will shut itself and submit itself and grade you. So for this one, the password for this test is July 001. J with capital, other letters in small letters, then 001. So when I click on start, I've entered the password, I click on start. It is able to start the test because I have the right password, so I'm the right person to do the test. It opens the test for me. I'm able to attend to my questions. So they have the questions, and you click on the correct, you select the correct answer as you move on. Immediately you set the test on, the timer begins to time you. And the expiry of 2 hours, the test would actually be closed. And as you do the test, one page depends. Some exercise tests have 10 questions in a page. This one has 5 questions. You see what is next. You click on next to move to your next page so that you can continue to do the question 6, 7, 8 as you go on. So this is simply how you are able to log into the Sunspace. Feel most welcome to log into the Sunspace, and in case you have a problem, please consult me in my personal wall. I want to remind you again that the angel of death is going around. Please, walking around. Please, in the name of COVID-19, please keep yourself indoors so until the angel of death passes, because we still need you. And as you keep yourself indoors, we in the ICT will continue to support you electronically by putting in content in collaboration with your teachers to ensure that you are still learning, even though we are not able to see you physically, but we can be able to link up and collaborate electronically and assist you to keep you moving on, so that when you come back in January, you will not be disadvantaged, but you will be moving along and keep up your grade. We wish you all the best, and may God continue to bless you. Thank you very much.